أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الأمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وبعد، المستمعين الكرام، الأخوان والأخوات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. In continuation to our previous discussions about al-istidlalat, so which we divided into two: al-istidlal al-mubashir wal-istidlal ghayr mubashir, and we said the ghayr mubashir is what we also refer to as al-Qiyasi. So by this we come to the discussion about Al-Qiyas. Al-Qiyas, we said, it's divided into two basic divisions. We have Al-Qiyas al-Iqtirani and we have Al-Qiyas al-Istithna'i. So we are done with the discussion on Al-Qiyas al-Iqtirani, which we refer to as relative analogy. So now we are coming upon the Al-Qiyas al-Istithna'i. Okay, so for those who are online, Wafa, Muhammad Shahir, Izzati, Zul Hashrul, Aidil, Ezri, Aina, Nur, Soliha. So we are starting our reading now from page 61. We start our reading from page 61. Please encourage others to join, because as we reiterate, each time we have online session, so the same seriousness that we put into the physical class should be exerted and directed towards the online live session. So it is equally qualified as a class of its own, because we are not going to repeat this in the class again. So those who are online, please pay attention. Those who are not online and will be listening to this later, so we have two means of in this session as well. One session is the live FB that we are using now, and the other means is the direct YouTube recording that will be uploaded later onto the YouTube channel that is designated for the course. So by this, we are reading from page 61, Al-Qiyas al-Istithna'i. Okay, so the reservative analogy, analogy. وهو الذي ذكر في مقدماته نفس النتيجة، أو ذكر في مقدماته نكيد النتيجة. So it is a type of, why do we call it reservative analogy or reserved analogy? Because the conclusion is already met. It's already made, understood, and clear inside the muqaddimah. Okay, but still there will be two muqaddimas or more. Okay, we explained that if a natija comes directly from one muqaddimah, so that is al-istidlal al-mubashir. Okay, al-ghayr mubashir must contain at least two muqaddimah and one natija. So here, al-istithnahi is a kind of analogy or al-Qiyas where which we mention the natija inside the mukaddima itself. Okay, examples here. Number one, كلما كانت الشمس طالعة كان النهار موجودا. Okay, كلما كانت الشمس طالعة كان النهار موجودا. Whenever the sun rises, there will be daylight. Okay. لكن الشمس طالعة. Okay. إذن فالنهار موجود. Okay, so we can see النهار موجود here. This is the natija. If we go to the مقدمة الأولى, كلما كانت الشمس طالعة كان النهار موجودا. We can see the same natija is in the مقدمة. النهار موجودا. Okay, النهار موجود. Okay, so this is al-istithna'i. Okay, because the natija is reserved in the muqaddimah. Okay, so whenever the sun rises, then the day lights. Okay, there is daylight. So, but the sun rises now. So then, the fahu that you have in the natija there is referred to as fa'u sababiyya. Okay, fa'u sababiyya, the causative letter. Okay, so therefore, an-naharu mawjudun. So the daylight is also existing, available there. So that is example number one. Example number two, كلما كان الشيء ناميا كان محتاجا إلى الغذاء. الغذاء هنا الطعام، الأكل. كلما كان الشيء ناميا، okay, ناميا ناشئا، كان محتاجا إلى الغذاء، لكنه غير محتاج إلى الغذاء، إذن فهو غير نامي. So we can see the natija. So in the first example, that is mujaba, because there is no adawatul rafd wal nafyi like gairu, laysa, ma, la, and so on. So here it is saliba, because you have ghair in the word, in the muqaddimah athaniya, and ghair in the natija. So here, whatever the case and whatever it is, the namin, okay, and numuhu is included in the muqaddimah al-ula. So whenever something grows, okay, whatever grows or develops is in need of food, of feeding, of nutrition. Anything that grows or develops is in need of feeding. Okay? Anything that grows, develops, increases in size naturally is in need of feeding or eating or food. So, but when we find out about this thing, لكنه غير محتاج إلى الغذاء. So when we see something and we find out that it is not in need of food, then we come to the conclusion that it is غير نامي, because the proposition is that كلما كان الشيء نامي فهو محتاج إلى الغذاء أو الماء. Okay, but when we find out the second proposition, لكنه غير محتاج إلى الغذاء, so this thing is not in need of al-ghidha, of feeding, then that means it is غير نامي. It is not developing. It cannot grow. Okay. So فالنتيجة في المثال الأول وهي النهار موجودة بعدها في المقدمة وكذلك نكيدها وهو نام في المثال الثاني. Okay. So the conclusion in the first example, which is النهار موجود, is existent, is found also in the Muqaddimah. In the second example, the conclusion namin, okay, is also found in the Muqaddimah. So ويتركب هذا القياس من مقدمتين. أولا هما شرطية والأخرى مقرونة بأداة الاستثناء وهي لكن، ولذلك سمي استثنائيا. Okay, so this qiyas al-istithna'i is comprised of two propositions. Okay, in qiyas al-istithna'i is comprised of two propositions. أولا, firstly, both of them are shartiyya. Okay, والأخرى مقرونة بأداة al-istithna. So the second one, okay, the other one is accompanied with adatul istithna, okay, reservative tool such as lakin, okay, but, okay, exceptional tool or reservational tool, okay, such as lakin. So that is why, because it has this lakin, okay, adatul istithna'i, so hence the name that is given to it as al-Qiyas al-istithna'iyya. Okay, another example here. إذا كانت الصلاة صحيحة فالمصلي مطهر. Okay, إذا كانت الصلاة صحيحة فالمصلي متطهر أو متطهر. لكن الصلاة صحيحة, then فالمصلي متطهر. Okay, if the salat is accurate, is proper, that means the musalli, the one who observes the prayer, is in purification, is purified, is clean, is pure. So then when we check the salat, okay, so you have the sharti there, because in the first one you have either adatu sharti. Okay, إذا كانت الصلاة صحيحة, so that is the muqaddamun. Okay, fa'u there, fa'ul sababiyya, al-musalli mutahhar, it becomes the tali, right? Okay, lakin as-salatu sahiha, okay, we have lakin al-istithna'i, adatul istithna'i, okay, but we find that the salat is accurate, it is proper. So by this, we take the natija from the muqaddimah, fal musalli mutatahhar. So we can see, so the fa'u sababiyya, the musalli, the mutatahhar, which is the subject and the predicate, the mawdu'u and mahmul, so we can see that they are both included in the word in the muqaddimah. So example number 2. لو كانت الرؤية ممتنعة في الدنيا ما سألها موسى. لو كانت الرؤية رؤية الله يعني لو كانت رؤية الله ممتنعة في الدنيا ما سألها موسى عليه السلام. Okay, that is the مقدمة. لكنه سألها موسى. Okay, you have in the first one you have law, that is the sharitiyya. In the second one you have lakin, that is the istithna'iyya. Okay, فدل على أنها جائزة. Okay, فدل أو فهذا دليل على أن رؤية في الدنيا جائزة. Okay, so if seeing God is forbiddable in life, meaning if we cannot see God in dunya, in life, ما سألها موسى, Musa alayhi salam would not have asked God that he wanted to see him. Okay, you remember the ayah. Okay, so I want to see you, then the lantarani. Okay, ولكن انظر إلى الجبل وإن استقر مكانه فسوف تراني فلما تجلى ربه الجبل جعله دكا وخر موسى صعقا and so on إلى نهاية الآية. So لو كانت الرؤيا ممتنعة في الدنيا, if the ru'yatullahi is forbiddable in life, if it is haram, okay, to ask about ru'ya to see God, then Musa would not have asked for that. But when we check the historical background, the Quran and the Torah and the Injil, we found out that lakinnahu sa'alaha Musa. So Musa asked to see God. So which means dalla ala annaha jahisatun. So this gives us a conclusion, a natija that shows that it is possible. It is not forbiddable. Okay, it is allowed. It is allowable to see. It is permissible to see God, to ask to see God. Okay. Now, so that brings us to the end of discussion on Al-Qiyas al-Istithna'i. So for those who are joining us now, we are on page 62. So page 62 is just about the diagram, the sketch, al-istidlalat, okay, which is divided into al-istidlalat غير مباشر, right? So which equally qualifies as al-Qiyas, analogy. And al-Qiyas is divided into two types. Okay, we said we have al-Qiyas al-Iqtirani, relative analogy, and the other one is al-Qiyas al-Istithnahi. Okay, that is reserved, okay, or reservative analogy, or you can call it exceptional analogy, okay, because liwujud adatul istithna'i there. So al-qiyasul iktirani and al-qiyas al-istithna'i. So the examples are given there on the page. So al-iktirani is subdivided into sketched into two: al-qiyas al-iktirani al-hamli, and you have al-qiyas al-iktirani al-sharti. Okay, al-qiyas al-iktirani al-hamli and al-qiyas al-iktirani al-sharti. Okay, so under the qiyas al-istithna'i, so we have al-qiyas al-istithna'i al-ittisali and al-qiyas al-istithna'i al-infisali. Okay, so al-infisali is sketched into three: mani'atu jam'in wa khalwin. Okay, mani'atu jam'in and mani'atu khalwin. Okay, so we have explained what is meant by mani'atu jam'in wa khalwin, mani'atu jam'in and mani'atu khalwin under the discussion of al-qadaya. So, moving now to page 63. We are moving to page 63. Al-Ashkaal Wa al-Durub. Okay. Al-Ashkaal Wa al-Durub. ينقسم القياس الحملي باعتبار هيئته وصورته إلى شكل وضرب. Okay. According to the picture or the figure of the Qiyasul Hamli, it is divided into two divisions, which are Al-Qiyasul Hamli Al-Shakli and Al-Qiyasul Hamli Bid-Darbi. فالشكل هو الهيئة الحاصلة للقياس من وضع الحد الأوسط بالنسبة إلى الحدين الآخرين، وذلك بأن يكون محمولا في الصغرى وموضوعا بأن يكون محمولا في الصغرى وموضوعا في الكبرى، أو محمولا فيهما أو موضوعا فيهما أو موضوعا في الصغرى ومحمولا في الكبرى. الشكل القياس الحملي بالشكل is the condition that comes upon, that is applicable to analogy when we give the hadd al-awsat, the middle term. Okay, when on the middle term, بالنسبة إلى الحدين الآخرين, in relation to the other two terms. Okay, you remember we have al-haddul al-asghar or al-sughra, and we have al-haddul kubra, and we have al-hadd al-awsat. Okay, so ash-shaklu is al-hay'atul hasilatul lil-qiyas. Okay, the situation or the condition in which analogy is found min wada' al-hadd al-awsat, when we subject the middle term in relation to the other two terms, al-akbar and al-asghar. Okay, in the way that an yakuna mahmulan fi sughra, the haddul awsat becomes the mahmulan in the sughra, in the muqaddimat sughra, or in the al-haddu sughra, and it is mawdu', it is the subject in muqaddimat al-kubra, in the haddu al-kubra. Okay, or it should be mahmulan in both of them, in both kubra and sughra. It should be predicate in both. The haddul awsat will be predicate mahmulan in both al-haddul akbar and al-haddul asghar, or in both al-haddul sughra and al-haddul kubra. Okay, that is number two. In number three, it could also be subject of both al-hadd. Okay, or al-muqaddimat al-kubra wa sughra. It could also be mawdu'un for them, or subject for them. Or it should be mawdu'an fi sughra wa mahmulan fil kubra. That is the opposite of the first one. Okay, it should be a subject of the sughra and the predicate of the kubra. In the first one, you remember we say it should be mahmulan in sughra and mawdu'an in kubra. But here we say it should be mawdu'an in sugra and mahmulan in kubra. So that is الشكل الاستثنائي. والضرب هو الهيئة الحاصلة للقياس من اتفاق مقدمتيه في الكم والكيف أو في الكم والكيف معا أو في أحدهما أو في الكم فقط أو في الكيف فقط. Okay, الضرب is the condition that is applicable to analogy through the agreement of the two muqaddimas, the two propositions. Okay, either the agreement is in quantity, al-kammu, or in quality, al-kayfi. Okay, in quantity is whether it is kulliya or juz'iyya. In quality is whether it is mujaba or saliba. Okay, so the agreement that is between, okay, that connects the two muqaddimas together, either by kamiya, okay, kulliya atau juz'iyya, or by kayfiyya, okay, either mujaba or saliba, or the combination of both kayfiyya and kamiya in the agreement, or the existence of one only, either kayfiyya without kamiya or kamiya without the kayfiyya. Okay, adadul ashkal, okay, the number of the ashkal, the shapes, the figures that we have under al-istisna'i. بحسب القسمة العقلية أربعة حاصلة من وضع الحد الأوسط بالنسبة إلى الحدين الآخرين. والأشكال بحسب القسمة العقلية أربعة. Okay, so according to the rational division, okay, the understanding, the rational understanding, okay, al-ashkal is of 4 types, okay, and it is resorted from wadi al-hadd al-awsat, okay, from putting the middle term to, okay, in relation to, okay, it is resorted. We get this in as a result of the connection between the haddul awsat and the two other al-had terms, al-haddul akbar and al-hadd al-asghar. Okay, so on page 64, we are going to explain the al-ashkal. On page 64, we have the explanation of al-shaklul awwal. On page 65, we have the explanation of al-shaklul thani. Okay, on page 67, we have the explanation of al-shaklul thalith. Okay, and on page 68, we have the explanation of al-shaklul rabi'. Okay, so we are now dealing with al-shaklul awwal. Okay, أن يكون الحد الأوسط محمولا في الصغرى وموضوعا في الكبرى. Okay, the first shape, the first direction, the first figure is that the middle term should be a mahmul, should be a predicate in the muqaddimat sughra, and it should be a subject mawdu'a in muqaddimat al-kubra. وَيُشْتَرَطُ لِإِنْتَاجِهِ شَرْطًان. There are two conditions that we need to fulfill to arrive at this natija. Both of them are ijabu sugra wa kulliyatul kubra. Okay? The muqaddimatu sugra should be mujaba and the muqaddimatul kubra should be kulliya. Okay? In the time of kaifi, sugra should be mujaba, and in the terms of kammi, the kubra should be kulli. Okay, we repeat again. Al-Shaklu al-Awwal, the first form, the first shape, the first figure, okay, is that the Haddul Awsat should be a mahmul in the Muqaddimat al-Sugra, and it should be a mawdu'un in Muqaddimat al-Kubra, okay, and it has to fulfill two conditions. What are the two conditions? Condition number one is أن يكون الحد الأوسط موجبا. Okay, أن يكون المقدمة الصغرى موجبا and the مقدمة الكبرى to be كلي. Okay, if the kubra is kulliyu, then the sugra must be bil ijab. ويكون المنتج أربعة فقط. Okay, then the result is going to be under 4. Okay, number 1. Okay, ويكون المنتج أربعة فقط. Okay, الضرب يكون أربعة ضروب. Number 1. يتكون من كلي موجبة صغرى and كلي موجبة كبرى. Okay, so if the muqaddima sugra is kulliya mujaba and the muqaddima sugra is kulliya mujaba, then the natija will also be kulliya mujaba. We repeat, ad-darbul awwal consists of kulliyatul mujaba for sugra, kulliyatul mujaba for kubra, then the natija will also be kulliya mujaba. Example of that: kullu insanin hayawan. Okay, kullu insanin hayawan. Wa kullu hayawanun namun or namiyun. Okay, so we can see that the kubra and sugra are both kulliyun and they are both mujaba. Kulliyun because you have the lafzu kulli, and mujaba because there is no nafyu statement, such as laysa is not there, la is not there, ghayr is not there, and ma is also not there. Okay, so the natija is also, okay, if kullu insan is hayawan, is true, and if kullu hayawan is nami, then we come to the conclusion that kullu insanin nami. Okay, all human beings are living organisms, and if all living organisms are growing, okay, grow up, then that means all insan also grow up. So that is an example. Another example there, we go into the hadith. Kullu bid'atin dalalatun. Okay, kullu bid'a dalalatun and kullu dalalatun fin nari. Idan fa kullu bid'atun fin nari. So we can see, so from the kulli of the kubra and the kulli of the sugra, we arrive at the kulli of the natija. Okay, so that is form number one. The second form, the second kind, يتكون من كلية موجبة for sugra and كلية سالبة for kubra. Okay, يتكون من كلية موجبة for sugra and كلية سالبة for kubra. Okay, so if that is the case, then the natija will be كلية سالبة. Okay, the natija will be كلية سالبة. We give an example. Example of that is كل قمح نبات. Okay, كل قمح نبات. Okay, قمح is wheat. Wheat in Malay language, you can say it is gandum. Okay, gandum or wheat, all wheats are plants. Okay, that is kulliya mujaba, right? Because it includes kullu and there is nothing like negation. The second proposition muqaddima, wala shay'a, la shay'a, you notice there is la there, so that makes it saliba. La shay'a min an-nabati bima'danin. Okay, la shay'a min an-nabati bima'danin. None of the plants is treasure, is ornament, or is gold. Okay, so we arrive at kulliya saliba. La shay'a min al-qamhi bimadinin. Okay, la shay'a min al-qamhi bimadinin. There is no type of wheat that belongs to madin, that belongs to treasure or diamond. Okay, another example, when we go to, we still use the kullu bid'atin dolala. Okay, kullu bid'atin dolalatin. That is kulliya mujabarai. Then wala shay'a min ad-dalalati bihasanin. Wala shay'a min ad-dalalati bihasanin. None of the bid'ah is good. You see, none, no, not any of the bid'ah is good. So here it is also kulliya, but what type of kulliya? It is kulliya saliba because we have none, we have la. So from this we resort as wala shay'a mina al-bid'ah bihasani. Okay, wala shay'a min al-bid'ah bihasani. None of the bid'ah. Okay, the second one, the second proposition, wala shay'a min ad-dalala. There's nothing, there's none of the dolala, none of the dolala, none of the going astray is good. Okay, we arrive at the natija, fala shay'a min al-bid'ah bihasani. None of the bid'ah, none of innovation. Okay, no innovation is good. Okay, although this can be further explained in fiqh among the scholars, but this is just mantic explanation, remember. Okay, form number three, ad-darbu thalith, يتكون من جزئية موجبة. Okay, sugra is juz'iyya mujaba, then the kubra is kulliya mujaba. Okay, if the sugra is juz'iyya mujaba and the kubra is kulliya mujaba, then the natija will be juz'iyya mujaba. Okay, we give example. بعد النبات قمح. بعد النبات قمح. Some plants are wheat. Okay, some plants are wheat. That is sugra. Then we come to the kubra. kullul qamhu. Okay, kullu qamhin namiyun, namin. Kullu qamhin nami. All wheat grow. Then we come to the natija juz'iyya mujaba of badun nabat nami. Badun nabati nami. Some plants grow, okay, from the first and second. Another example, Ba'dul asma'i fa'ilun. Ba'dul asma'i fa'ilun. Some names are subject, actors, okay, doers. Some names in the sentence are fa'il. Okay, we come, that is the sugra, juz'iyya, mujaba, right? We come to the kubra, so which is kulliya mujaba. So then the kulliya mujaba becomes kullu fa'ilin marfu'un wa kullu fa'ilin marfu'un. All fa'il must be marfu'. Okay, fa'il must be marfu' unless إذا دخل قبله أدوات okay ينصبه أو يجره. Okay, كل فاعل مرفوع from the first sugra and the second kubra. So we come to the juz'iyya of badul asma'i fa'ilun marfu'un, sorry. Badul asma'i marfu'un. Okay, so badul asma'i in the sugra is fa'il. Some names are fa'il. In the kubra, kullu fa'ilin marfu'un. All fa'il must be marfu', must have raf'an, dhamma. Okay, from first and second, from smaller and bigger proposition, we get juz'iyya that ba'dul asma'i marfu'un. Some names are marfu', okay, such as al-fa'il and such as the maf'ulu bihi, okay, that is ad-darbu thalith. Ad-darbu al-rabi' يتكون من جزئية موجبة for sugra and kulliya saliba for kubra. Then the natija becomes juz'iyya saliba. Okay. الضرب الرابع تحت الشكل الأول يتكون من جزئية موجبة for sugra and kulliya saliba for kubra. Both of them يتولد منهما أو ينتج منهما جزئية سالبة. Example, بعض الطلبة محمل. بعض الطلبة محمل. Some students are lazy. Some students are lazy. Okay, that is جزئية موجبة. Then we come to كلية سالبة. ولا محمل ناجح. ولا محمل ناجح. No lazy person will pass, will succeed. Okay, no lazy person can succeed. Okay, wala muhmalun najihun. No lazy person will succeed, will pass. Okay, so by this, okay, from the sugra and kubra, we come to the juz'iyya saliba that ba'du talaba laysa najihan. Ba'du talaba laysa najihan. Okay, some students cannot pass. the exam. Some students are not successful in the exam. Okay, so juz'iyya because you have ba'da, saliba because you have laysa. Another example, ba'dul arabi munafiquna. Ba'dul arabi munafiquna. That is sugra. Okay, you come to the kubra. Okay, jalul mahmul موضوعا وموضوعا محمول ولا أحد من المنافقين يحب الله ورسوله. Okay, ولا أحد, so that is كلية سالبة. Okay, لا أحد من المنافقين يحب الله ورسوله. Okay, the first one, some Arabs are hypocrites. Some Arabs are hypocrites. Number two, Kubra. ولا أحد من المنافقين يحب الله ورسوله. None of the hypocrites loves Allah and His Messenger. So from the Sugra and Kubra, we come to the conclusion that Ba'dul Arabi لا يحبون الله ورسوله. Okay, some Arabs do not love Allah and His Messenger. Okay, so by this, these are the Arba'at al-Durub li-Shakl al-Awwal. These are the four examples of four forms or conditions or situations under the shape number one or the Shakl al-Awwal. طريقة استخراج النتيجة في كل الأشكال تكون باتباع الخطوات التالية. Okay, the method of getting a conclusion from each of the durub is as follows. Okay, طريقة استخراج النتيجة في كل الأشكال. Okay, the way, the means, the method, the system of getting conclusion from all the ashkal is as follows. Number one, okay, حذف الحد الأوسط. We first have to delete the hadd al-awsat, okay, the middle term. We remove it first. Step number two, إذا كانت إحدى المقدمات موجبة والأخرى سالبة فالنتيجة تكون سالبة دائما. If one of the propositions of the two propositions, regardless of whether it is sugra or it is kubra, okay, if any of the proposition, if one of them is mujaba and the other is saliba, then the natija will always be saliba. Okay, if one proposition is positive and the other is negative, so the natija will also be negative. Number three, step number three, إذا كانت إحدى المقدمات جزئية والأخرى كلية فالنتيجة دائما جزئية. So if one of the muqaddima is juz'iyya, is partial, and the other is kulliya, so both of them in kayfiyya, in their quantity, okay, in their quantity, so one is juz'iyya and the other is kulliya, one is specific and the other is general, then the natija will always be juz'iyya. Okay, regardless of whether the juz'i is kubra or the kulli is sugra. Step number 4. إذا كانت المقدمتان متشابهتين. Okay, if the two propositions are similar, if they are the same in kayfi and kami, okay, for example, the sugra is mujaba and kubra is also mujaba, or sugra is saliba and the kubra is also saliba, then fannatija mutashabiha aidan. So the natija will also be the same like the two propositions. Example, إذا كانت المقدمتين موجبتين فالنتيجة تكون موجبة، وإذا كانت المقدمتين سالبتين فالنتيجة تكون سالبة. Okay. Point number 5, or step number 5. إذا كانت المقدمتين جزئيتين. Okay, in the point number 4 is in كيفية، يعني إذا اتحدت المقدمتين في الكيفية. Okay, فالنتيجة تتبعهما في الكيفية. Point number 5, which is النقطة الأخيرة or المرحلة الأخيرة أو الخطوة الأخيرة. Okay, إذا اتحدت المقدمتين في الكمية فالنتيجة تتبعهما في الكمية. Okay, for example, إذا كانت المقدمتين جزئيتين فالنتيجة تكون دائما جزئية. If the two propositions are both specific atau partial, so the natija, conclusion, will also be juz'iyya like them. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the shaklul awwal. Okay, so that brings us to the end of shaklul awwal. Now, before Maghrib comes, we would like to, inshallah, finish Ashaklu Thani. Ashaklu Thani, for those who are joining us now, we are now on page 65. We are reading from page 65 now. Ashaklu Thani من الأشكال الأربعة أن يكون الحد الأوسط محمولا في المقدمتين. Okay. Remember, the shakl al-awwal is أن يكون الحد الأوسط محمولا في الصغرى وموضوعا في الكبرى. But here in shakl الثاني أن يكون الحد الأوسط محمولا في الصغرى ومحمولا في الكبرى في المقدمتين. That the middle term should be a predicate in both propositions, and there are two conditions also for this. Condition number 1, okay, ويشترط لإنتاجه شرطان وهما, okay, the two conditions are اختلاف المقدمتين في الكيف والكلية الكبرى ويكون المنتج أربعة فقط. Okay, so condition number 1 is that the two muqaddimah should be different in quantity, in quality. Okay, the quality of the two muqaddimah, of the two propositions, should be different. If one is mujaba, the other should be saliba. If the first is saliba, the second should be mujaba. They should not be similar in kayfi. Okay, that is condition number one. Condition number two, the kubra should be kulliya. Okay, the kubra should be kulliya. So if the two conditions are met, okay, إذا تكونت الشرطان, then فتكون الشكل الثاني في أربعة الدروب فقط. So there are 4 forms, okay, kinds also under this. الضرب الأول is أن يتكون الصغرى من كلية موجبة والكبرى من كلية سالبة. Okay, so the sugra is kulliya mujaba, and the kubra is kulliya mujaba, and the kubra is kulliya saliba. Okay, you can see the yakhtalifani fil kayfiyya, they differ in quality. Sugra is mujaba and kubra is saliba. Okay, but the kubra, okay, must also be kulliya. Okay, as we can see. So if that is the case, yuntiju kulliya saliba. So the natija, the conclusion will be kulliya saliba. Okay. Azan Maghrib will be in the next 10 minutes, inshallah. Okay. Example of that, kullu taqiyyin mukhlisun. Kullu taqiyyin mukhlisun. All people that are pious are sincere to God. وَلَا وَاحِدٌ مِنَ الْخَائِنِينَ مُخْلِصٌ. Okay. وَلَا وَاحِدٌ مِنَ الْخَائِنِينَ مُخْلِصٌ. None of those who are dishonest are sincere. Okay. None of those who are dishonest will be sincere. Okay. From the Sugra and Kubra, okay, from the first and the second, we arrive at Kulliya Saliba, that wala wahidun min al-atqiya'i bi kha'inin. None of those who are pious are dishonest. Okay. Ad-darbu thani yatakawwan min kulliyatin saliba for sugra and kulliya mujaba for kubra. So you can see this is the opposite of the darbul awwal. Okay, so if that is so, so the natija is still kulliya saliba. Okay. Example, la ghadirun mu'tamanun. Okay, la ghadirun mu'tamanun. Okay, so that is kulliya saliba. Muqaddimatu thaniya, wa kullu taqiyyin mu'tamanun. Mu'tamanun. Okay, kullu taqiyyin, that is kulliya mujaba. Then we arrive at the natija kulliya saliba, la ghadirun taqiyyun. Okay. La ghadirun mu'tamanun. So no deceitful person, okay, dishonest person is trusted or trustworthy. Okay. Kullu taqiyyun mu'taman. All pious men are trustworthy. Then natija becomes la ghadirun taqiyyun. No one will be dishonest and be pious. Okay. Ad-darbu thalith. الضرب الثالث form number 3 يتكون من جزئية موجبة for صغرى and كلية سالبة for كبرى. Then the natija, because one of them is جزئية, the natija always become جزئية سالبة. Okay. Example. Okay. مثل الشكل مثلث. Okay. الشكل مثلث. The shape is cross. Is in form of a cross. ولا شيء من الدائرة بمثلث. Nothing that is circle, if something is circle, all things that are circle cannot be cross. Okay, so in the first you have جزئية موجبة. The second you have كلية سالبة. Okay, then it gives us جزئية سالبة. ليس بعد الشكل دائرة. Okay, some shaklu are not circle. Okay, another example, بعض الناس مخلص. Some people are sincere. جزئية موجبة. ولا أحد من المنافقين بمخلص. None of the hypocrites are sincere. كلية سالبة. Then we arrive at the natija جزئية سالبة. فبعض الناس ليسوا بمخلصين. Some people are not sincere. Okay, so that is الضرب الثالث. الضرب الرابع. Okay, the form number 4 under الشكل الثاني. Okay, يتكون من جزئية سالبة فصغرى and كلية موجبة فكبرى. Okay, the sugra is جزئية سالبة, negative speciality, okay, or specific, and the kubra is كلية موجبة, positive universal. So then the natija will be جزئية سالبة because one of them is جزئية and at least one of them is سالبة. We are here. So the natija will be negative specific. Example, بعض الشكل ليس مثلثا. Okay, this is جزئية because you have body. It is سالبة because you have ليس. Okay, وكل محوط بثلاثة خطوط مستقيمة مثلث. Okay, بعض الشكل ليس مثلثا. Some shapes are not cross, are not triangle. مثلث, 3 lines, are not triangle, 3 angles. Okay, some shapes are not triangles. Okay, جزئية سالبة. Okay, then the kubra كلية موجبة. كل محوط بثلاثة خطوط مستقيمة مثلث. All shapes that are formed from 3 straight lines are triangle. Okay, all forms that are that consist of 3 straight angles are مثلث, are triangle. Okay, then we arrive at جزئية سالبة as natija that says ليس بعد الشكل محوطا بثلاثة خطوط مستقيمة. Okay, some shapes are not formed from 3 straight lines. Okay, بعد الشكل ليس محوطا بثلاثة خطوط مستقيمة. Some shapes some lines, okay, some shapes are not formed from three straight lines. Okay. Another example under الضرب الرابع بعض الأنبياء ليسوا برسل, that is جزئية سالبة. وكل أولي العزم رسل, that is كلية موجبة. okay. ننتج منهما جزئية سالبة فبعض الأنبياء ليسوا بأولي العزم. okay. بعض الأنبياء ليسوا برسل, some prophets are not messengers. okay. جزئية سالبة. كل أولي العزم رسل, all 5 prophets that belongs to the line of agreement with God are messengers. Who are the 5? Muhammad, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, wa Nuh. Okay, these are the 5 ulul azmi min al-rusuli wa min al-anbiya. So, wa kullu ulul azmi rusul, all the ulul azmi, the 5 anbiya, the 5 prophets are messengers. So by this we arrive at natija that ba'dul anbiya ilaysu bi ulil azmi. Some prophets are not in the category of ulul azmi. Okay, people of agreement. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the Ashaklu Thani. Okay, Natija Tambihu, there is a notice and information here. ظهر مما تقدم أن الشكل الثاني لا ينتج الموجب قط بل تكون نتائجه سالبة دائما. So it shows, if we notice, we will see that the second shaklu does not have any mujaba, any positive conclusion. All the conclusions are saliba, they are all negatives. So we are going to stop here for now for Adhan of Maghrib. So perhaps when we finish Maghrib, we can come back for the completion of the rest of Shaklu Thalith, inshallah. نتوقف هنا للأذان المغرب وبالله التوفيق والهداية والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.